Well, it's time now for Truth or Fake here on France 24. Vedika Bahel joins me on set. Good to see you, Vedika. So we're staying with that story of the Louvre, and there's also been false rumours swirling online that the star attraction, the Mona Lisa, will be sold to finance the repair work. What's going on, Vedika?
That's right, Yinka. There's rumours swirling online, and users online are falsely claiming that the Mona Lisa, the Louvre Museum star attraction, as you said, one of the most visited paintings in the world, is being sold. Now, we can see here that this post on X, this user called Guillaume, racked up 4.3 million views and counting in his reaction to a false media alert claiming that Emmanuel Macron is announcing that the Louvre is selling the Mona Lisa in order to pay for the renovations in the Louvre Museum. So this user, Guillaume, says here, "You're a disgrace. Selling French heritage is unacceptable." And the comments here were very angry about this. Many people were saying, if you were selling the Mona Lisa today, what's going to happen tomorrow? Is it the Eiffel Tower? People were saying that nobody would come back to the Louvre if the Mona Lisa left it, and people would go elsewhere. And I saw this trickle down across various social medias over the course of the last day or two. Here we have on TikTok, I saw it on Facebook as well. I also saw it posted here by CGTN in French, that's a French language Chinese media. So we can really see that traction that it is gaining with this false claim. But, you know, no spoilers here, but it is entirely 100% false. The Mona Lisa is not being sold, and she is not for sale. As we know now, following Emmanuel Macron's announcement today, the Mona Lisa is, though, being moved into her own room, her own exhibition room at the Louvre, and there is to be a grand new entrance as well. So she will be given a room of her own. And it sounds like that is long overdue, because it comes as the Louvre has, as we know, struggled to cope with that rising demand. It's put strain on the historic building. Visitors are claiming to have overheating, overcrowding, poor signage, etc. As well. And it's estimated that 80% of the crowds, in fact, come to visit the Mona Lisa. But as I said, it does sound like it is a long overdue change for her to have her own room, because the last time the renovations took place at the Louvre in the 1980s, the museum was designed to have 4 million annual visitors. But last year, we can see that it's over double that with 8.7. So no, as we said, Yinka, she's not being sold, she's not for sale, but she is moving into her own space with these new renovations announced by President Macron. It sounds like that is a long overdue change for this painting as well.
Yeah, good news that she's not being sold. Phew. Vedika, tell us about the origin of this fake story.
Well, Yinka, to go to the origin post that we saw here listed, that fake media alert that we saw the user react to, it is from an account called Pedia Vigneault. And if we look closer at the profile here, it is very clearly listed as a parody account. There's also further information here on their website, where it's called a disinformation parody account. The only objective here is to entertain, and this shouldn't be taken seriously. It's all fictitious content. But as things go, and we know this now with the spread of fake news, people don't always check those profiles before they believe things or share them and spread that further. Now, adding fuel to that fire on that very same note is that blue tick that we're seeing here on the account of Pedia Vigneault, the parody media. Now, on Twitter, before it was taken over by Elon Musk as X, this used to be a verification marker. It was given to media, celebrities, verified accounts, politicians, etc. But now, since Musk's takeover, this blue tick has now become a paid subscription. So technically, anyone can have it, and that often adds credibility to fake posts like this, but it really shouldn't, because technically anyone can have it. Now, I also want to add that on further verification, remember that account that we saw earlier, Guillaume, posting about the disgrace and the outrage? Well, I looked further into that, and that was a troll post, and we could even go as far as to call it a troll account. The account calls itself the #1 rage bait account on French X, and in fact, it had a lot of posts about this story, and all of those posts were actually done on purpose to further fuel this spread of that fake story about the Mona Lisa being sold. In fact, one of the posts even bragged and joked about how Guillaume has now integrated. He's become a member of staff and intern at the Pedia Vigneault media headquarters as well. So whether that's true and whether he is a staff member and intern there, that's not clear. We don't know, but we can see, Yinka, that there is a previous connection between those two. So both of those things not to be taken seriously. It is a parody.
Yeah, really scary how far reaching these stories can go, how far down these fake stories can go. Vedika, this isn't the first time that there's been talks about selling the Mona Lisa, is it?
No, it is not the first time. In 2020, the CEO of the tech company Faber Novel, well, he wrote in online magazine here that France should sell the masterpiece, the Mona Lisa, in order to pay for what he called the financial abyss constituted by the COVID-19 pandemic and all the costs related to that. But in all honesty, when you look into it further, that is almost impossible to ever happen because French law clearly states and it prohibits the sale of objects from public museums. It's written in the French Heritage Code that the assets making up museum collections are part of the public domain, therefore they belong to everyone and that they are unsellable. Now, the Mona Lisa could technically be sold on a very small technicality if there was a scientific commission in order to declassify that painting, but I would say that that is pretty unlikely. Also, considering, Yinka, that she has spent over 200 years here in France, I think it's unlikely that she would ever leave. But what we can say for sure is that she's not being sold, she's not for sale, but she is, as we know now, as per the announcement today, moving into her own room with the renovations at the Louvre.